off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Getting set for first down. Tosses to the quarterback. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And then that's the problem with the flea flicker, right? It takes time to develop, and you could tell they handed it off. They didn't really bite it too much and continue to rush the passer, get to the quarterback, and put a good lick on him, Jesse, as he's throwing the football.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to be kicking themselves when they watch this on film because they had a touchdown on that play. If they could have just given the quarterback another split second to throw.
The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now on second down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, USC 0.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass on second down. It's complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's looking on the right side. Snags it inside the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Paters. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay the strategy.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Line getting set on second down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
First and 10 from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Trojans have it with a first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This almost certainly will be the final play of the half, so they'll give it a try on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Chew up some yardage and make the big play for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defense is going to have to hit something to get out.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on its way. That defense got gashed, but they finally get into the turf at the 47. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to find his man on first down. Dances away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After misfiring, it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by...
The 19.
to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 1st down from the 30. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the Trojans get it past the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Open runway ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Extending the play. He'll get rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just
can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Buys a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 20, Texas A&M 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Aggies want to move quickly.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going and get that first down, new set of downs. Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
After the run, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He'll set up to throw. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations that time.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 40. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. To the ground with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a 1st down. Get a new set of downs.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
They go for vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play's tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular play.
Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a one-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking left. Makes a connection.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off the big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.